Hello class 9th, how are you all? So we had been studying about valency. Yes, we had been studying about valency. Today I will give you a lot of example related to valency so you can understand, and I will also give example related to valence electron. Okay. So what is the meaning of valency? Valency means valency is the combining capacity of an atom of an element. Yes, valency is the combining capacity of an atom of element. Yes, combining capacity means here the meaning is electrons, the number of electron lose, gain or share by an atom to attain its octet rule, octet configuration. Yes, octet rule means maximum number should be 8 in outermost shell. Okay, and is the combining capacity of valence. It is known as combining capacity, or you can say valency. Okay, so what is the meaning of valency of element? The number of electrons lost, gained or shared by an atom to attain octet configuration. Yes, the number of electrons lost, gained or shared by an atom to attain octet configuration is the combining capacity or valency of the element. Okay, so valence is the combining capacity, okay, of any atom of element. And what is the meaning of valence electrons? Electrons present in outermost shell of an atom are called valence electron. Yes, electrons present in outermost shell of an atom are called valence electron. If outermost shell is not completely filled, then atom will be unstable. But if outermost shell is filled, then atom will be stable. So how many electrons should be present? How many electrons should be present in outermost shell? 8. If 8 electrons are present, means if shell is completely filled, then its valency is completed, and it will have zero valency, and we can say that that element will be non-reactive. Okay, so all these will happen. Now let's see some example. Okay, let's move on the next point. Okay, so as you can see, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine. First is aluminium. We know that number of electron of aluminium is 13. Now I want to ask you, what is the valency of aluminium? A valency of aluminium is 3. Valency of aluminium is 3. How did I get 3? Because if we feel electron in K, L, M and shell, because aluminium has 13 electrons, so in K shell how many electrons can we feel? We can feel maximum 2. In L, M and shell how many electrons can we feel? Maximum 8. So in first of all we will always feel K shell, then L shell, then M shell, then N shell. So in K shell we will write 2 electron. Okay, 13 minus 2, 11. Now 11 electrons are remaining. Okay, now in L shell how many electrons can we feel in L shell? How many electrons can we feel in L shell? We can feel maximum 8. So we will write 8. Okay, now 11 minus 8, 3. Now 3 are remaining. 3 remaining electron we will write in M shell, because K and L shell both are completely filled. So now we will feel M shell. So in M shell we will write 3. Now valency is 3. How is valency 3? Because in aluminium last shell, in aluminium outermost shell, which is the outermost shell of M? Which is the outermost shell of aluminium? Which is the outermost shell of aluminium? Yes, M shell. M shell is the outermost shell. So in outermost shell how many electrons are present? 3. Yes, in M shell 3 electrons are present. So to complete the octet rule, how many electrons should be present in M shell? 8 electron. But for aluminium only 3 electrons are present. Means how many electrons aluminium need? Aluminium need 5 more electron, but 5 is more. Aluminium cannot take 5 electron. Because 5 is more. That's why Aluminium will lose electron because 3 is less. 3 is less, that's why it will lose 3 electron and the valency will become 3. Okay. Now I want to ask you, how many valence electron present in aluminium? How many valence electron present in aluminium? Yes. So to know the valence electron, you will always check the last shell, outermost shell. Because what is the meaning of valence electrons? The electrons present in outermost shell of an atom are called valence electron. So for aluminium, which is the outermost shell? M shell. Because in M shell, electrons are present how many? 3. So valence electron will be 3 for aluminium. Now let's talk for phosphorus. Okay, now let's talk for, first of all, let's talk for silicon. Okay, let's talk for silicon. Because silicon has 14 electron. So what is the valency of silicon? 4. How did we get silicon valency 4? Because if we feel the electron in KLMN, in K shell we can feel only 2 electron. So 14 minus 2, 12. 12 are remaining. Now for L shell, in L shell maximum 8 electron can be filled. Okay, so 12 minus 8, 4. Now 4 are remaining. 4 remaining electron we will feel in M. Okay, so silicon in outermost shell has 4 electron. To complete the octet rule, silicon needs 4 more electron. Okay, so it can either lose 4 electron or can gain 4 electron. So that's why its valency will be 4. Okay. If I talk for sulfur, sulfur has 16 electron and its valency is 2. How did we get its valency 2? Because if we distribute electron in KLMN, in K shell we will write 2 electrons, so 16 minus 2, 14. Now in L shell we will write maximum 8, so 14 minus 8, 6. So in M shell we will write 6. Okay. Now what is the valency of sulfur? Because in M shell how many electrons are present? 6. To complete the octet rule, sulfur need 8 electron. Okay, but sulfur has 6 electron already. It means sulfur need only 2 electron. Sulfur need only 2 electron. Yes, 8 minus 6, 2. So sulfur need only 2 electron because sulfur has 6 electron. 6 is more. So sulfur cannot lose electron. So sulfur will gain electron. How many electrons sulfur will gain? 2. 6 plus 2, 8. So valency will be 2. Now if I ask you, valence electron, tell me the valence electron of sulfur. Tell me the valence electron of sulfur. Can you tell me? To check the valence electron, we always look outermost shell. So in outermost shell, 6 electrons are present. Which is the outermost shell for sulfur? Which is the outermost shell for sulfur? M. M is the outermost shell. So in M shell, 6 electrons are present. Okay, so for the sulfur, valence electron will be 6. I hope you understood. The remaining you will understand yourself. Now let's move on the next point. Okay kids, now you can see some more example of valency. Okay, you can see some more example of valency. Okay, so as you can see that the hydrogen, lithium, sodium atoms can easily lose 1 electron and become stable, so their valency is 1. Yes, which atom has valency 1? Hydrogen, lithium, sodium. Okay, these kind of example. And magnesium can easily lose 2 electron, so its valency is 2. Yes, magnesium valency is 2. Aluminium can easily lose 3 electron, so its valency is 3. So that's why its valency is 3. Carbon share 4 electron, that's why its valency is 4. Fluorine can easily gain 1 electron and become stable, that's why fluorine valency is 1. And oxygen can easily gain 2 electrons, so its valency is 2. Nitrogen can easily gain 3 electrons, so its valency is 3. Okay, please write down. I am giving you 10 seconds. So kids, what is the valency of hydrogen, lithium, sodium? 1. What is the valency of magnesium? 2. What is the valency of aluminium? 3. What is the valency of carbon? 4. What is the valency of fluorine? 1. What is the valency of oxygen? 2. What is the valency of nitrogen? 3. Okay, so these are the valency. Okay, hydrogen, lithium sodium atom can easily lose one electron and become stable, so their valency is 1. Magnesium can easily lose 2 electrons, so its valency is 2. Aluminium can easily lose 3 electrons, so its valency is 3. Carbon share 4 electrons, so its valency is 4. Fluorine can easily gain 1 electron and become stable, so its valency is 1. Oxygen can easily gain 2 electrons, so its valency is 2. Nitrogen can easily gain 3 electrons, so its valency is 3. I hope you understood. Now let's move on the next point. Okay, it's now next topic is atomic number. Yes, now we will study atomic number and mass number. But first of all, we will study atomic number. So we always denote atomic number by Z. Yes, the symbol that we use for atomic number is Z. Okay, atomic number always denoted by Z. Okay, so what is the meaning of atomic number? The atomic number of an element is the number of proton present in nucleus of an atom of the element. Yes. So what is the meaning of atomic number? Number of proton. Yes. The number of proton is known as atomic number. The number of proton is known as atomic number. Means the atomic number of an element, the atomic number of an element is the number of protons present in the nucleus of atom of element. Yes. So let's see some example. You can see the example. All the atoms of element have the same atomic number. You can remember any element in different elements will have different atomic for different elements will have always different atomic number, but for same elements will have same atomic number. Okay, now hydrogen. So what is the atomic number of hydrogen? 1. Why? Because proton in hydrogen is 1. What is the atomic number of helium? 2. Why? Because proton is 2. What is the atomic number of lithium? 3. Why? Because proton is 3. Because atomic number, definition of atomic number is the atomic number of an element is the number of proton present in the nucleus of the atom of element. Okay, means the number of proton is known as atomic number. Okay, please write down. I am giving you 10 seconds. So kids, I hope you understood what is the meaning of atomic number. Yes, atomic number is denoted by Z, and atomic number means the atomic number of an element is the number of proton, yes, of that nucleus. So if I talk for carbon, yes, how many proton are present in carbon? 6. So atomic number will be 6. If I ask you, yes, oxygen, how many proton are present in oxygen? 8. So atomic number will be 8. How many proton are present in lithium? 3. That's why atomic number will also be 3. I hope you understood. Now let's move on the next point. Okay kids, now let's talk about mass number. Mass number is always denoted by A, but atomic number is denoted by Z. Am I right? So mass number of an element is the sum of the proton and neutron present in the nucleus of atom of element. Yes. What is the meaning of mass number? Mass number means addition of proton and neutron. Addition of proton and neutron means addition of nucleon. You can also say addition of nucleons, or you can say addition of proton and neutron. Okay. So the mass number of any element is the sum of the number of proton or neutron present in the nucleus of an atom of the element. Okay, the mass of an atom is mainly the mass of proton and neutron in the nucleus of atom. So remember kids, mass number is, what is the meaning of mass number? Addition of proton and neutron. And what is the meaning of mass? What is the meaning of mass? Mass means also the mass of proton and neutron. Means the mass of proton and neutron. Okay, addition, both addition. Okay, so mass number means addition of proton and neutron, and okay, don't get confused. Don't get confused. Mass number means, what is the meaning of mass number? What is the meaning of mass number? Mass number means addition of number of proton and number of neutron. Addition of number of proton and number of neutron. And what is the meaning of mass? What is the meaning of mass? Mass means addition of mass of proton and mass of neutron. Yes, the mass of an atom is mainly the mass of proton and neutron in the nucleus of atom. Remember kids, remember, value of mass number and mass, value of mass number and mass, both will have same value. You can see carbon. So what is the mass number of carbon? 12. Why? Because in carbon has 6 proton and 6 neutron. So because mass number means addition of proton and neutron, so 6 plus 6, 12. And what is the mass? Mass will be 12U. Here U means unit, because for mass we use U, unit. Okay, to denote the mass we also use the letter U. To denote the mass we use the letter U. So U means unit. So what is the mass number of carbon? 12. And what is the mass? 12 unit. Now aluminium, what is the mass number of aluminium? 27. How? Because proton are 13 in aluminium and 14 are neutron. So 13 plus 14, 27. And what is the mass of aluminium? 27 unit. Means 27U. Okay. In the same way for sulfur, 32 mass number and mass will be 32 unit. So how to denote? You can see in the notation of an atom, the atomic number and mass number are written as. How to write atomic number and mass number for any element? First of all, you will write symbol of element. Then on the left side at the top you will write mass number, and at the bottom you will write atomic number. Please write down. I am giving you 10 seconds. So kids, remember that value of mass and mass number will always be same. Value of mass and mass number will always be same. Okay, remember kids, again I am telling, value of mass and mass number will always be same. What is the meaning of mass number? The mass number of an element is the sum of number of proton and number of neutron. And what is the meaning of mass for any atom? Mass of any atom is the mass of proton and mass of neutron. What is the example? Carbon. In carbon, how many protons? 6. How many neutrons? 6. So we will add them, because mass number means addition of sum of number of proton and neutron. So 6 plus 6, 12. So what is the mass number of carbon? 12. And what is the mass? 12U. U means unit. To show the mass we use a unit, which is denoted by a letter U. What is the mass number of aluminium? 27. What is the mass? 27U. And in the notation of an atom, when we write the notation, how do we write? First of all we write symbol of element. We write symbol of an element. Then on left side at the top, we write mass number, and at the bottom we write atomic number. So you can see example nitrogen. You can see atomic number of nitrogen. Can you tell me atomic number of nitrogen? 7. So 7 we will write on the left side at bottom. And what is the mass number of nitrogen? 14. So we will write 14 at the top in the left corner. Okay, I hope you understood. Now let's move on the next point. Okay kids, it's time to understand isotope. What is the meaning of isotopes? Isotopes are atom of the same elements having the same atomic number but different mass number. Yes. What are isotope? Isotope are atom of element. Isotopes are atom of element which have always same atomic number but different mass number. Okay, isotope always has same atomic number but different mass number. For example, hydrogen element. How many isotope of hydrogen? 3 isotope. What are the name? They are protium, deuterium, tritium. Protium, deuterium, tritium. Please write down. I am giving you 10 seconds. So kids, what is the meaning of isotopes? Isotopes means isotopes are the atom of the same elements having the same atomic number but different mass number. Which elements have same atomic number but different mass number? Hydrogen, yes. Hydrogen elements, if I talk for hydrogen element has 3 isotopes, protium, deuterium, tritium, yes. Now let's see some more example. Let's move on the next point. Kids, you can see at the top protium, deuterium, tritium, PROTIUM, protium, deuterium, 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 tritium, TRITIUM, tritium. So you can see the symbol of protium H, symbol of deuterium is also H, symbol of tritium is H. So I already told you that how we always write mass number at the top and atomic number at the bottom. So you can see for proton, can you tell me what is the mass number of protium? Protium atom of hydrogen element. Yes, protium is isotope, deuterium is isotope and tritium is isotope. Okay, so can you tell me that what is the mass number of protium? What is the mass number of protium? Yes. So the mass number of protium is 1. And what is the atomic number of protium? 1. Now for deuterium, can you tell me what is the mass number of deuterium? 2. And what is the atomic number? 1. Can you tell me for tritium, what is the mass number of tritium? 3. Okay. And what is the atomic number of tritium? 1. Okay. Now let's talk for carbon. Can you tell me how many isotope of carbon? Yes, 2 isotope. Hydrogen has 3 isotope, protium, deuterium, tritium, but carbon has 2 isotope. You can see C6 and C12 and C14. You can call them C12 and C14. Okay. Which are the isotope of carbon? C12 and C14. And which are the isotope of hydrogen? Protium, deuterium and tritium. So can you tell me C12 first isotope, how many? Can you tell me the mass number of first carbon isotope? 12. And what is the atomic number? 6. And for second carbon, 14 is mass number and 6 is atomic number. In the same way, chlorine, you can look chlorine. Chlorine has also 2 isotope. You can see. Yes. What is the name of isotope of chlorine? Chlorine 35 and chlorine 37. And what is the name of isotope of carbon? Carbon 12 and carbon 14. What is the name of isotope of hydrogen? Protium, deuterium and tritium. Okay, I hope you understood. Please write down. I am giving you 10 seconds. So kids, I hope you understood. You can see the picture of carbon 12 isotope also. You can see. And at the top you can see the picture of protium, deuterium, tritium. You can see first protium, yellow color ball, only single yellow color ball. You can see the single yellow color ball. Can you see single yellow color ball? Can you see single yellow color ball? Yes, it is actually showing protium because protium has 1 mass number. Can you see second 2 ball? Can you see 2 ball orange plus yellow? Can you see 2 ball orange plus yellow? Yes, it is actually deuterium. Can you see the last 3 ball? 1 yellow and 2 orange. 1 yellow and 2 orange. It is actually tritium. It is showing the mass number which is actually 3. Okay. And for carbon 12, carbon has 2 isotope. Carbon has 2 isotope. Chlorine also has 2 isotope. What is the name of isotope of carbon? Carbon 12 and carbon 14. Yes, carbon 12. Carbon 12 means 12 is mass number and carbon 14 means 14 is mass number. And what is the How many isotope of chlorine? 2. Chlorine 35 and chlorine 37. I hope you understood. Now let's move on the next point. Okay kids, now next topic is isobar. Yes, what is the meaning of isobar? Isobar is just opposite of isotope. Yes, remember kids, isobar is just opposite of isotope. So isobar means isobars are atom of different elements. Isobars are atom of different elements having different atomic number but same mass number. Yes kids, isotopes are those atom of element, isotopes are those atom of element which has same mass number but different atomic number. Same mass number but different atomic number. These pair of elements have the same number of nucleon. You can see calcium and argon. Let's take the example of calcium and argon. Symbol of calcium is Ca, symbol of argon is Ar. So you can see the symbol of calcium is Ca. Can you tell me what is the atomic number of Ca, calcium? Can you tell me the atomic number of calcium? Yes, 20. And can you tell me the atomic number of argon? Can you tell me the atomic number of argon? Yes, 18. Yes. So both have different atomic number. Both have different atomic number. But look the mass number. Mass number is always at the top. Mass number is 40. Yes, mass number is same kids. Now next example, iron and nickel. What is the symbol of iron? Fe. What is the symbol of nickel? Ni. So now look. Can you tell me the atomic number of iron? Fe. Can you tell me the atomic number of Fe? Means iron. Fe means iron. Okay. 26. 26 is the atomic number of iron. Now can you tell me the atomic number of nickel? Ni. Can you tell me the atomic number of nickel? Ni. 27. Yes. Now can you tell me the mass number of Fe iron? 58. Can you tell me the mass number of nickel? Ni. 58. Yes. Both have same mass number. Okay. So it means mass number is same but atomic number is different. Such kind of atom of any elements we call it isobar. Okay. Please write down. I am giving you 10 seconds. So kids, I hope you understood. Isobar are atom of different elements. Yes, isobar are atoms of different elements. Yes, isobar are atoms of different elements having different atomic numbers but same mass number. These pairs of elements have the same mass number of electronucleons. Okay. Calcium Ca, atomic number is 20. Argon Ar, atomic number is 18. Have different atomic number but have same mass number. Okay. Ca, calcium, argon, Ar. You can see what is the atomic number of calcium? 20. What is the atomic number of argon? 18. But what is the mass number? 40, 40, same mass number. And for iron, Fe, and for nickel, Ni. What is the atomic number of iron, Fe? 26. What is the atomic number of Ni, nickel? 27. But what is the mass number of Fe, iron, and what is the mass number of Ni? 58. Okay. I hope you understood. Now let's move on the next point. Okay, it's time to ask question from you. Question number 1. Differentiate between isotopes and isobar. Yes, isotopes and isobar. What is the meaning of isotope? Yes, what is the definition of isotope? Isotope are atom of same elements having the same atomic number but different mass number. Yes, isotope has same atomic number but different mass number. And the definition of isobar will be opposite. Isobar are atom of same elements having the different atomic number but same mass number. Yes. Remember kids, isotope has different mass number but isobar has same mass number. Okay. And isotope has same atomic number but isobar has different atomic number. Again, isotope has Isotope has different mass number. Isotope has different mass number. Isobar has same mass number. Isotope has same atomic number, isobar has different mass number. Can you give me the examples of isotope? Yes, protium, deuterium, tritium. These are the example. These are the isotope of hydrogen, and there are two isotope of carbon, carbon 12 and carbon 14, and there are two isotope of chlorine, chlorine 35 and 37. And can you give me the example of isobar? Yes, calcium and argon both have different atomic number. Calcium, for calcium atomic number is 20 and for argon 18, but both have same, what have they have same mass number, which is 40. Okay, I hope you understood. Now question number 2, explain atomic number and mass number with example. Yes, atomic number and mass number with example. So you know the atomic number of an element is the number of proton, yes, present in the nucleus. So atomic number means number of element, which is actually the number of proton. Okay, so whenever I talk about atomic number, it means I am talking about number of proton. Whenever I am talking about atomic number, it means I am talking about the number of proton. Atomic number is denoted by Z. Yes, for example, lithium. How many proton are in lithium? 3. That's why atomic number is also 3. For carbon, how many protons are in carbon? 6. That's why atomic number is also 6. Okay, mass number. What is the meaning of mass number? Mass number means addition of number of proton and number of neutron. Yes, number of proton and number of neutron. Okay, can you tell me the mass of sulfur? How will you get the mass of sulfur? Because mass number means addition of sum of the number of proton and neutron. So because proton for sulfur is total proton in sulfur 16 and total neutron also 16. So we will add them. So 16 plus 16, 32. So the mass number for sulfur is 32. In the same way, if I talk for carbon, in carbon how many protons and neutron are present? 6 plus 6. Yes, 6 proton and 6 neutron are present. Because we know that mass number means addition of proton and neutron. So 6 plus 6, 12. So the mass number of carbon is 12. I hope you understood. Now the chapter is completed. Okay, now we'll meet in next class with new chapter. Till then, bye bye.